All right. Yeah, I was just there was just a change where one of the rights, which is it, right? So check. Oh, what was the right? It said, "Hey, Corinus Divus, how you going? Welcome to the science show." Yeah, just before we get into the cavalry thing, there was a lizard man change. It said general Temple of the Old Ones ritual now increases skink oracle capacity. Oh, ritual. What's a ritual? Is that different to a rite? I'm confused. How do we do a Temple of the Old Ones ritual? Oh, is that for Prophet of Sotek? Is that for Tanawan? Does anyone know what? Yeah, does anyone know what this Temple of the Old Ones ritual is? Well, I don't know. I've got a oxyodal campaign. Hey, wait, Willie. I've got an oxyodal campaign set up right now, and he doesn't seem to have a rite that's called Temple of the Old Ones ritual. Yeah, no, there's no Temple of the Old Ones ritual. No, it's not. It's nothing to do with that. It's this. No, it's nothing to do with that. Maybe is a ritual? Isn't rituals sanctum thing? What? Isn't it the sanctum thing? Isn't it called Temple of the Old Ones? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's like something from Vortex campaign or something. I don't know. Whatever. Hover over the right button. This button? Yeah. No, it doesn't do anything. It might be something to do with Prophet of Sotek, maybe. Tenoan. Sorry. I just kept mixed up between those two. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Where can I get some charging happening? Temple of the Old Ones is an advanced military building. Yeah, and is there a ritual associated with it or something? Oh, maybe it's a technology tree. Is that what it is? Maybe ritual is technology tree. Building external, maybe, I don't know. I'll check out this sorry, I will get onto some cavalry testing. I just wanted to I like the idea of making more oracles, because oracles are probably my favorite thing about Lizardman campaigns at the moment.
Lost.
Sacrifices. So are these things called rituals? No. They're not. They're just called sacrifices. Okay. And what about this? Is this called a ritual? Nope. They're called sequences. What the fuck's a ritual? Yeah, I'll check. Let's read this thing one more time. Temple of the Old Ones ritual now increases skink oracle capacity. Is it just meaning like? I think it's just saying. I don't know. Temple, it's an event. Oh, it's an event. Okay. And what, is it an event that always happens or happens regularly, or is it just a random type thing? So can you tell us anything about this event, KO? Is it one that does it always happen like every campaign, or does it happen regularly more than once in a campaign? Like how impactful is that going to be on the... Yeah, so there's still, so Skink Oracles are still tier 5. It's pretty fucked. You don't even build them at tier 4. So basically you don't have a skink, you don't get a Skink Oracle for most of your game unless you play Oxyotl. It's kind of sucky, I reckon. There's you know, there's events that happen a certain number of turns where you can lose Winds of Magic for all armies or some specific things. It's been so long since I played Lizardman. Yeah, okay, well, cool. All right, well, mystery solved. I don't really know much about those events or how often they happen or whether you can, like, you know. I've never been kicked out as hard as you kicked me from your previous stream. Oh, sorry about that, Chris. So, things happen. All right, new campaign. Cavalry. I really want to play Empire, you know. I really want my Empire Cavalry, you know. But, yeah, I'm not really going to get to use Cavalry much if I play Elves. So if I play Karl Franz or Volkmar, then I get some Cav straight away. If I play like Repance,
I will never relent.
Dark Elves are the only faction that matters anyway. Try Imrik Dragon Princes. Oh yeah, we got Imrik Dragon Princes. Freaks, right card, yeah. I don't know if it's really... I feel a bit sorry for forcing the term server while mentioning the difference between patch and cavalry. Yeah, it was just confusing. I feel like it was unnecessary, but yeah. But I get what you mean now. But yeah, it didn't really add, that whole server aspect didn't really add anything to the conversation. It was a complete waste of everybody's time. But you know, not I don't mean as a criticism of you. I mean, I should have just ignored it because it was like not relevant. I don't know if we're gonna really get anything definitive out of it, you know, I don't know. We'll just for 5 minutes. I'll just quickly boot up some Karl Franz and we'll Reichsguard some dudes.
Empire's blessings.
But like, I don't think we're gonna really notice anything because it's like you need to. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I don't think we're gonna really notice too much because it's basically gonna just make the cavalry worse. I think it sounds like it's just going to make cavalry worse because instead of all of the cavalry, so just say I mainly use my cavalry to charge into like archers and shit, right? Or into the back of swordsmen that are already engaged or whatever, or into the side of swordsmen. Then I'm not normally getting countercharged by heavy offensive infantry. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to use my cavalry against hardcore heavy infantry anyway. You know, especially if they're spearmen, obviously. So yeah, but actually, I didn't read all the changes. So like later, I'll just get into this battle, and then while it's loading, I'll just quote another recap of the changes.
Bring me to my men. Men, I will fight with you.
But yeah, so it's like, so basically. Yeah, entities will no longer charge taker. Their path is blocked, right? So because my targets aren't charging me anyway, it's not going to make any difference to them. But to me, it means my second row of cavalry aren't going to get the charge bonus. So my cavalry aren't going to hit as hard on the charge as they were before, just from that change. That means that when infantry unit charges into cavalry, the back ranks no longer get to attack as well. So yeah, relatively it'll be like, you know, because normally cavalry might attack in 2 ranks normally, whereas infantry might attack in like 6 ranks, so or whatever. So it'll be better. It's like the trade-off will be better, but it'll mean that both of them will do less damage, basically. This reduces the damage dealt by infantry when countercharging as few entities get to attack. Helps cavalry trade more favorably. Yeah, so it helps cavalry trade more favorably, but overall it slows down the total amount of damage that both sides are doing, if I understand that correctly. Also, calculation for collisions changed. Previously, collision damage was increased by the charge bonus of the unit, which meant that high charge bonus cavalry would have little difference in collision between braced and unbraced infantry. So bracing obviously didn't make a difference. Now collision damage is calculated using collision power and not adding the flat charge bonus. Essentially means that charging a braced unit will result in much lower impact. Okay, so it should be, of course, the relative strength thing. Yeah. Braced infantry, yeah, blah, blah. Collision damage. The amount of damage dealt when a large entity smells was small. The amount of damage when a large entity closes was small follows the formula of collision power to the squared. What? Was it collision power squared? No, collision power. What's that little symbol mean? Yeah, okay, let's just do it first and then we'll see how we go.
We are Sigma! No lingering! Take the ground! Halberdiers! Taking position! Handgunners! Taking position! Spread out! Moving faster! Halberdiers! Sir! Halberdiers! Sigmar calls! Go! Quick march!
Oh yeah, thanks guys. Sorry, you didn't get to see my epic repositioning then.
To battle! Take the ground! Go!
God damn it!
For the Emperor! For Altdorf! Formation! March! At speed! Moving now!
Actually, we could probably just like actually no, yeah, let's give it a try. We could actually just charge these fuckers and see what happens. Are they going to countercharge me? No, they didn't get the countercharge off anyway. So they see my cavalry did fucking nothing on the charge, like the damage was like very minimal. Although, but then afterwards the charge bonus, like they started kicking the shit out of them. So like yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like the actual charge, because only the front rank got their charge bonus, the back rank didn't get their charge. So it was only like 7 or 8 entities actually got their impact charge bonus onto the, assuming the charge even fired. It might be that the charge never actually worked. So do you know what I mean? Like, so the initial impact of the charge was much reduced, it seemed like. Well, I don't know. I guess I'd have to compare it to pre changes or before the changes got happened. All right, let's see what happens here. So we'll try and match the frontage. So we should get the maximum amount of hits. Oh. Okay, so again, see the charge did nothing, and now all their attacks, including their charge bonus, start to kick in. They start chewing them up pretty good. Their health's going down very quick. Yeah, so so I don't know if I'm digging this too much. Like, you know, like basically means that you're shock cavalry don't have any shock. They're just like melee cav, like they don't do anything on the charge, and then once they get into charge range, then their charge bonus starts kicking. Yeah, like the damage after they hit was good, but both times against the swordmen and the archers, they did nothing on the initial charge impact. Didn't do anything. Maybe it's because I didn't get my charge off. I don't know. I should have watched more closely. I think when they drop their lances, that means that they're in charge mode. If I'm correct.
Prepare for combat.
Conditions acceptable. Formation. March.
Is there anything else we can charge? We can charge these guys, I guess. No, charging uphill is not going to be super good though, I guess.
Ready for war. To me, men. Get them. Reichsguard. We obey.
I love that these spearmen attacking the back of my crossbowmen can't kill any of them.
Sigma tools.
Fight, men.
Quick, man.
Fight for our right to live.
Yeah, I think let's try a rear charge. Do we need a bit more
Die, traitor.
now, see if they're dropping their lances, so I think they're getting their charge. Nah, it still didn't do anything. The impact damage didn't, you know, the initial hit did nothing. It was only, but then as soon as the initial hit was over, then they just started chewing them up with their charge bonus, I guess. Hey Diego. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem super awesome. Yeah, just like the charge bonus is not, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem very awesome at all. I would expect the initial charge to do a lot of damage. Yeah, me too. Like they are shock cavalry, I'm pretty sure. We'll have a look at their stats. Like I don't think they're meant to be like melee type cavalry.
Make haste, men.
But even if they are, they should still. Yeah, their charge bonus is 65, so they're shock cav. They're not like meant to be like. Oh no, that's cuff rounds. What am I talking about? Sorry. Charge bonus is 62. Yeah, so I'd say they're shock cav, right? Try Britonia, yeah. Seems like they nerfed cavalry another way. Yeah, well, I don't really mind because I don't really care if they do that much. Nah, it would feel good, wouldn't it? Would feel good. Actually, I wonder if Volkmar with Knights would be cool. Maybe we should do a Volkmar Knights campaign, like Empire Knights with Volkmar. Try and get the cavalry building really far, early. All right, I'll quickly load up a Rapance or something. Try Ground Knights. Okay, yeah, I'll load up. Well, if I do what do you call it? Lady of the Lake. Where is she? Bay Enchantress. Sorry, she's got Grail Guardians, but they're defensive cav. Now we want something. We want some good shock cav. What's some good shock cav?
I will indulge you.
68. Yeah, Knights of the Realm. 68 charge bonus. It's pretty solid.
Demoiselle de guerre.
That's the Realm, 68 shot, yeah.
I am the blood of shield.
That's the Realm. Yeah, we got Knights of the Realm with 60. Well, I want to really try. Oh, we don't really have any, but you know, with the acceleration, the acceleration that you get with Actually, what's these Dragon Prince's shock run? Yeah, shock there. Okay, let's go Imric. He's got like, they're hard hitting shock cav. They've got 80 charge bonus. But I think if I understand correctly, it's not about their charge bonus, it's about their mass, which is a hidden stat that we can't see, you know, like, so it's saying that the damage is based more on the so yeah, instead of saying basically the collision damage is you know, made when large entities hit small, and it's the collision power times the collision damage normalizer times collision. What's that symbol mean? I need to find out what that symbol means. Caret definition. What does it mean in math? Caret, name for a cursor. Mathematics, caret represents exponent of square cube. But it doesn't have, like, is it to the power? Oh, to the power of the normalizer. So it's collision power to the power of whatever the collision normalizer. Shit, I don't know. That sounds fucked up. I don't know how to work that out. It depends what the yeah, without knowing what these numbers are, like is the collision damage normalizer like a number between 1 and 10, or is it a number between 1.1 and 1.9? You know what I mean? It's 0.8, I think, says someone. Okay, so it's like collision power to the power of 0.8. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get that. I just mean, I get what it means now. I'm just saying, how do you visualize that in terms of maths, you know? And I think it depends on what it is. So if it's 0.8, so that makes sense. So it's like collision power to the power of 0.8 or whatever. Collision damage modifier. Output of the collision is 70% armor piercing. 70% armor piercing. Holy shit. So yeah, so if you could get some collision damage, it should do good damage, but you know, I wonder if Ogre Mournfang Cav, because they'd have really high impact damage, you would think. Collision power, spell speed. Oh, collision power. Oh, so it's speed times mass, right? That's what collision power is. So collision power is speed times the mass of the unit, and then it's that to the power of 0.8 or whatever the collision damage modifier is. Normalizer, sorry. Bracing, they get bracing multiplier to their mass. Okay, so if they get times, oh here we go. So times entity 1's mass divided by entity 2's mass. So if they're braced, then their mass will be much higher, which means it'll like multiply it by a lower number, like 0.5 maybe or whatever, to reduce the damage. Check for entities in front of others before charging means the infantry gets fewer charge attacks when countercharging. Testing quantifies a reduction in about 35% less tax, which means less damage dealt by infantry on the charge. Bigger dealt possible damage, increased amount of damage per collision power. Charge bonus no longer added to the collision power. Oh, so the largest change should be seen in heavy cavalry that have relatively small charge bonuses. Okay, yeah, so the charge bonus doesn't actually matter at all. It's just the mass. It's the mass and the speed. So we want cavalry that are heavy and fast. Now I'm guessing that dragon princes should be pretty heavy and fast, shouldn't they? Dumb question for chart, but speed affects attack speed too, right? Like more swings per minute. No. Attack speed is totally different from battle speed, like actual speed. A cavalry fine now. I really didn't see any issues. No, they're not fine. They weren't fine even before they got screwed over, and yeah, I don't think they're fine still either. I think the main problem with cavalry is that they're not impactful enough, you know, they don't feel like they smash stuff good enough. Boosting cavalry speed should make them do more damage then. Yes, exactly. Boosting cavalry speed should make them do more damage. I really want to try this Empire Knights, like Volkmar Empire Knights thing now. Yeah, maybe we do like an Empire Riders of Doom thing where it's all about Volkmar having buffed Empire Knights.
Archers.
Prince Imric.
Move! Onward!
We go! We will obey!
The crown prince ascends!
It shall be done!
His animation literally. Griffin Knights have a big mass, I think. Yeah, actually, that's a good call. If we get some demigriffs, they'd hit pretty hard on the charge, wouldn't they? I just thought. Actually, yeah. I don't think they had their lances down. Yeah, noob. All right, I don't think they actually were charging them, so that doesn't count.
To battle! March!
I don't think we've lost any entities yet, so we're still
Moving out.
Master
doing
of
alright.
battle.
Without fail. Asa forward. Ancestors.
Okay, charge, put your lances down, bros. Oh, are they going super slow? Oh, they're going up an incline. I'm not sure they actually got their charge off again. They seem to take a bit of damage though from that.
We will obey. We advance. We away. Asa advance. Forward.
Ulf one mage. Winds of magic rise.
Swiftly.
Alright, let's see. Like, surely from here we should be able to get enough speed to actually charge.
Behold the majestic. For Assyrian. It shall be done. For the king.
Let's see if we can charge this. I didn't really see what happened there.
Understood.
Moving out.
Apace.
A superior vantage.
Ready.
For our ancestors.
They're going really slow. Slow. Come on. They don't have time to brace, surely. Yeah, they did fuck all. I don't know. These are not really very good charges, though. Maybe like they didn't seem like I'm sure I saw a little bit of charging happening in there, but I don't know if they got the full like a full charge.
Asa move. Advance.
High mage. Scython, hear me.
White lions. For order.
We go.
Come on. I don't think they even did a charge then.
Setting forth. Move.
Yeah, charge bonus is charge bonus ignores 70% of our armor, 70% AP. All right, come on, big charge. I think I may have detected some charge damage, possibly. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I was thinking like if like I was thinking it might be cool to use the do Voltmar with the anti-infantry, and I know the anti-infantry won't do anything though, will it? That's pathetic against Quarrelers. Yeah, I know, especially since it's meant to be anti-armor damage, you know. But maybe they're not fast enough, or they're not heavy enough, or something. It was saying that you'll notice it the most with cavalry that has low charge bonus and heavy heavy mass. Yeah, I wonder what Empire Knights are like. Well, Dragon Princes aren't heavy enough. Yeah, I know. You would think surely they should be heavy enough. I really want to get some Voltmar, I really want to get some Voltmar Knights going, because the because the Empire Knights have that acceleration. So you know what I mean? They should be good for charging. Demigryph Knights, yeah. Yeah, this is the beta. Yeah, the beta patch is obviously like, yeah, they're going to be tweaked and stuff. Hopefully, maybe we should just do custom battles. That might be easier. So Vogmar doesn't get. He doesn't actually get the. He doesn't actually get the bonuses in this. So yeah. I don't know, whatever. So what's something that's got really good mass? These are Stag Nights, right? Okay, so we've got Stag Nights, and then we've got actually a flying. If we put on a flying mount, that might be useful. And then if we just say like Dwarfs, because they got heavy armor, like dwarf versus dwarf infantry or something, I think. They're probably going to brace a lot, but hopefully we can like stop the bracing with the Okay, so if we just give them like a bunch of dwarf warriors, we'll just give them 2. That way, yeah, that should be fine. And we give like a nice flat. Where's somewhere that's really flat? You want something that's no hills, so that we don't have to worry about it too much. That's fine. I have a table with mass open, so if you want to compare units or get information on unit weights, let me know. Oh, hey, Craig, that's really cool. Can you? Do you want to post that in the? Do you want to post that in the Discord somewhere? Or I can show other people as well, if you want. But yeah, what's a good like high mass? So basically, we want something that's got high mass and very low. Yeah, very high mass, high speed, and low charge bonus. It doesn't really matter if they've got low charge bonus, but it'd be better because then you would not see any like, so basically these guys got highest charge bonus, right? So I expect to see like after the initial hit, they'll do a lot of damage from the charge bonus. So, all right. So first of all, we'll try just a frontal charge into them as when they're braced, and then we'll try and get one to like unbrace. These guys are pretty fast, aren't they? 90, yeah, they're pretty quick. Alright, let's just see what they get from just charging. Okay, they're doing their charge. They're... Yeah, it's no damage, no noticeable damage from the charge, basically. And they were charging on flat, I think, or maybe slightly downhill. I don't think they were charging uphill. Woodolf Great Stag Max is 1300. What's that compared to? That's like high, isn't it? That's like much higher than. Alright, see if these. They're charging. Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't really tell. Hey, Sibelius. Magical attacks, yeah, so the dwarves are getting 25% reduction in our damage. But, I mean, 25% of nothing is not that much, so it doesn't really make us difference. 1300 is medium to low, 2500 is high to medium. Oh, okay, so what's some heavy cav that has high mass? Are these things really low mass? Look at them. They're giant, monstrous fucking cavalry. How the fuck are they low mass? I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying, like, why would they make them low mass? Oh, I don't care about how much damage they take or how much damage they do after they charge. I'm only interested in impact damage. And as far as I can tell, the impact damage for everything we've tried so far has been nothing. Basically nothing. Yeah, I think Ogre Cav might be the go. This is sort of uphillish, but they took a little bit of damage. Maybe. Alright, we'll get some Morn Fangs versus Dwarfs. Let's see how they go. Very negligible. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, it feels like they've gone about it in a weird way. Is the speed and the collision damage formula uncapped by the animation speed? No, the speed, I'm pretty sure the speed in the collision damage formula is their actual speed, like the actual current speed on the battle map. Because they've mentioned in videos before that if you're charging downhill, you get a speed increase from the downhill, and if you're charging uphill, you get a speed decrease. So I'm pretty sure it would be calculated on their actual current speed. Main problem with Trojan. No, say the random spanner. Yeah, no, we're not testing that. So the main problem was with the being countercharged by heavy infantry with high charge bonus, and the heavy infantry would countercharge them, and every entity, like if there's 100 entities, like every entity in the infantry stack would all get automatic charge damage on the cavalry unit, which would just delete them basically, or just kill half their entities. So they fixed that. But the fix that they didn't allow, like the fix that they did nerfed everybody's charge bonus, like it nerfed the cavalry's incoming charge damage as well as the infantry's incoming charge damage, but it maybe not as much, so maybe the Cavs charge damage and get nerfed as much as the infantry's charge damage, but both of their charge damages got nerfed a lot by the it seems like. I wonder if they've actually nerfed all charge damage now, so all charging is just useless now. Sorry. So yeah, we'll go like Empire and get some ogres. Actually, no, I'll put that. Can we get ogres? Yeah. So right, so Mornfang Cavalry, right? Same dwarfs. This means missile infantry can hold the line longer. Yeah, it means missile infantry are like, so they've buffed missile infantry. Sweet. That's exactly what we needed. If they nerfed all charge, then it would be the worst possible patch ever. Well, I don't know. See, for me, the main thing I want out of my cavalry is like for them to not die. Oh, no, actually, no, that's not true. Well, no, so you still get your charge bonus, like, so you still, like, high charge things will still, yeah, it's weird, it's fucked up. It's like, basically, like, things that have got high charge bonus will fight well in melee, basically. So it's like the things with high charge bonus become the good melee cav. Kind of, like, are good at damaging in melee anyway. But that doesn't actually help them in their actual charging at all. Cavalry needs to shred unbraced. Yeah, that's it. Like if a unit's got like plus 80 charge bonus, they should like fucking destroy shit on the charge, you know. But actually, how it seems to be working is if it's got a really high charge bonus, they do nothing on the charge, and then over the next 5 seconds they shred up the other unit a fair bit, but then they have to pull out because they got shit melee defense. All right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, we can't get enough entities to hit them. Only 4 entities are going to hit them. Yeah, it's not really devastating, is it? But see, now the charge bonus kicks in, right? So they'd start doing a bit of damage now because they got the charge bonus after the initial impact. Now they can. They're supposed to be able to pull out better now. Is that? Oh no! If you pull out fast. Let's think. So they sort of said they were increasing the like ability to pull out because they knock down units for longer.
This way.
Yeah, so the initial charge does a little tiny bit of damage, but not really much. And then after the charge, they do a bit of damage. Basically, cav work for 0% now. Yeah, all right. Let's just we'll park them here. We're just gonna park. Wait, no, we're coming over here. Come over here. Oh, we just will. Yeah, we'll just put. We'll just get the. We'll get the Griffin in there. Yeah, it's weird. Like, maybe they didn't have much time to work on it or something, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's just horse sandwich the shit out of this thing. See if this does anything. Yeah, the Griffin's doing a bit of damage. Here we go, impact. Yeah, yeah, there was a bit of impact damage. The problem with the Mornfangs is that only 4 entities hit when they charge. You know, so when they first charge, it's only 4. It's only the front rank of 4 ogres that actually hit. You know, whereas if we use like normal cav, then maybe like 7 or 8 units can hit at once. Playing Dwarf volleyball, yeah. Goblin Wolf Riders, please. What are Goblin Wolf Riders gonna do? I mean, yeah, we'll check it out, I guess. So, what is this? Is the outcome? Is this better or worse? It's okay. It's okay because, like, basically, what you want archers for what I want cavalry for is just to hunt down routing units, kill archers, and charge into the back of stuff to break it, maybe, if we're close to breaking things. Yeah, I don't know. So Goblin Wolf Riders are really fast, but I assume they've got really low mass. Is that what's going on with them? If Goblin Wolf... Actually, let's get some wolves up in there. Because wolves quite often do some pretty good damage, don't they? What's the heaviest wolf? If that's what you're looking for, wouldn't wolves... Yeah, I'm thinking wolves, like Norscan wolves. Who's got the best wolves? Are Norscan wolves the best wolves? Actually, Dryker's wolves are pretty good, aren't they? Where's Dryker? Do we need more Fangs in there? White Lions. Oh yeah, White Lions could be good. Yeah, your versus White Lions could be good. Wait, I'll try this. I'll try this first though. Hey Dario, how you going, man? Yeah, good, interesting. Just trying stuff out. I think we'll just they don't do magic damage, do they? No. I'm trying. Like maybe I shouldn't use Dwarfs as the like maybe Dwarfs is a bit, but I feel like Dwarves are kind of good because they, you know, they provide you with how about we do like just watch Mammoth Charge. Well, the reason why I wanted to use Dwarfs is because they've got high armor. The impact charge damage is supposed to be 70% AP. So yeah, so I figure the higher the armor the better. Because yeah, Empire humans and Orc boys don't have much armor. They've only got like 30 armor. Yeah, Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors would be good. Yeah, we'll do the next one with Chaos Warriors. That sounds good. Oh, I meant to use I meant to put him on an eagle, not a fucking dragon, but whatever. Alright, so we'll try and match the frontage. Yeah, they braced. They're not braced. They're countercharging. They were braced. The braced ones seem to take slightly more damage from the charge. Yeah, I don't think this is working too well. So they didn't have enough mass to knock them down. They didn't have enough mass. They did a fair bit of damage, but they took a lot of damage. Okay, so it seems to have nerfed wolves. Oh, did I just accidentally hit rematch? Oh, I may as well do it again, I suppose. Okay, so they're both bracing. No, these ones are charging. Yeah, they're charging. Yeah, the initial impact damage was nothing to write home about, I don't think. After the initial impact damage, both of them started just wrecking shit. Like, did a lot of, like, the charge bonus on both sides seemed to be, well, I guess the Dwarfs didn't have much charge bonus, but the Wolves' charge bonus was alright, but they had no armor, was kind of hurting them. Yeah, it does. It's not really about who does well or whatever. It's just about, we're just testing the initial impact damage. So yeah, so it's saying, like, basically what they've done is, so there's sort of two, so a charge has got two different aspects, right? There's the initial impact damage, which is not based on their like weapon strength and all that, and it's melee attack and all that stuff. It's just based on just smashing into the enemy, right? And it's due to the difference in their mass, like one entity's mass versus the other entity's mass. One entity's speed and mass versus the other entity's like speed and mass. Where is it? It's relative speed delta times mass ratio. In more detail, this formula is entities 1 speed plus entity 2 speed, so the combined speed of them towards each other, multiplied by entity one mass divided by entity two's mass. So entity one mass being you, the charger, right? So your relative speed. So if you're moving fast this way, but they're moving fast that way, then your relative speed's 0. If both of your speeds are moving towards each other, then it adds your speed plus their speed for extra damage, right? So that's your relative speed, and then that is multiplied by your mass divided by their mass. So if your mass is like 10 and their mass is like 5, then that means it's 2. So it doubles it. Like if your mass is double their mass, then you do double damage on the charge. If your mass is half of their mass, then you do half the damage of your charge, right? So the higher your mass, and then the faster that you go, the more damage that you do. And then the old system used to add the charge bonus onto that calculation. So that initial impact damage would be like it would be like the same sort of formula, basically your mass divided by their mass times by how fast you're going. But in addition to that, your charge bonus would get added onto it. So they basically removed that charge bonus part. So now it's just about relative mass and speed. And yeah, that just seems to have mean that no one does any damage on the charge. But maybe that's not much different to what it was like before. I don't really have a comparison to compare it to, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just pretty much the same as it was before. I don't really remember things doing a huge amount of impact damage before. I think it's more like we just feel like they should do more impact damage than they do, you know? I'm trying to think of something that would just be really good, that would really show this as being really dominant, you know? What's something that's got what's the highest mass, fastest thing that you can get? You know? I guess we should try some Britonian Cavalry. They're supposed to be good, right? Mornfangs? Nah, Mornfangs are slow and they don't have enough entities. They do good damage. I wonder if they do AoE actually, the Mornfangs. That might be why they do such good damage. Skaven Brood Horrors. No, I want something that's got so high mass, high speed, and high numbers as well. I mean, Demigrips should be pretty good. Chaos Knights should be a mix of speed and mass. They have super high mass. Yeah, alright, let's do Chaos Knights then. Is there... I don't know, whatever. We'll have Archeon, I guess. And one of these guys on a Manticore. And we'll have some Chaos Knights with Lancers. We're just going to go for Chaos Warriors, yeah. Have you tested whether the friendly units now block charge against cavalry as well? So they're trying to charge with cavalry is impossible if they're stragglers now. No, I haven't really tested that, but yeah, that's how it works, I think. But I think it sounded like it was per entity. Yeah, it's per entity though. So it's like if you have a guy standing here and you have a cavalry unit. If you have a guy standing here and you have a cavalry unit going through here, then it's just like, bam, this guy in the cavalry unit here, his charge will be stopped, but these 5 guys will still charge, you know? It's only like the individual entities from the description, from the way they described it anyway. It might be too many entities that might be going to get in each other's way and stuff, but yeah. Oh, you can't. Sorry, yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry. I just keep because I'm trying to refer back from the thing to the. Do you have a link to the patch notes? Yeah, I put a link up already, but yeah, that was in the previous. Sorry. Yeah, there's a link to the patch notes. Yeah, I'd appreciate if you guys wanted to read the patch notes and kind of point out anything that seems important in there that I've missed or whatever. Yeah, Chaos Knights are slow. Speed 66. Speed 66. Yeah, but that's kind of normal heavy cav speed though, you know what I mean? Like that's what you would expect.
Chaos Knights! For the Chaos Gods! God's bloody glory!
Alright, I just wanted some normal Chaos Knights here, these guys. Alright. We'll see if we can get these guys to charge into these guys and see what happens.
Chaos Knights! What? Chaos comes!
Okay, so these guys are braced. Okay, so they did a little tiny bit of impact damage, and then they did a fair bit of extra damage with their charge bonus afterwards. Like, as if I understand correctly, the impact damage should hit instantly. Like, that's it. That's the impact damage. Now they're getting more. They're still getting charge bonus as well. Like, so the initial impact damage seems to do nothing, but then they get like a pretty decent whack of charge bonus after that. So like these guys have got a lot. Like these guys have got a lot more charge bonus, right? So I expect they're gonna do exactly the same, nothing versus impact damage, and then afterwards they'll do heaps of damage. So yep, same nothing, and then afterwards, yeah, actually the charge bonus is a lot higher after the initial impact. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's still okay because, like, it still does the job. You know what I mean? Like, they got in, they smashed them up, they got out. We took minimal damage. You know? So it's like, it sort of works in that way. Like, in terms of, like, just, you know, you're getting... So, like, they did the initial hit, didn't really do anything. But now they should be winning. No, it's not really doing anything. These guys don't have much charge bonus though.
Tremble, mortal! Slay every mortal! Chaos come! Chaos Knights!
They actually did they did a fair bit more charge damage that time. Like the impact damage was higher that time, I think. I don't know why. Maybe because they were spread out, so more of my guys hit them. Increased knockdown duration, yeah. Oh yeah, is a few of them still on the ground? These guys are doing pretty good. Look how much damage they've done. Oh, actually, no, those guys did the first lot. But even so, he's added the damage from them and them versus this amount of damage they've done to them. So like this, so even though the impact damage doesn't seem to be doing anything, really, they are like not taking heaps of damage at least when they charge in. So it's good in that way. The knockdown at least seems to help preserve the cavalry's HP. Yeah, the AI doesn't really countercharge you. Oh, they were before. Let's see if we can get a countercharge in here. So there's a noticeable impact damage, just a little smidge. I don't know, maybe that's all you want, I don't know. These units don't even have brace though. Oh, what? There's only certain units able to brace? I thought all units could brace. Just it wasn't necessarily very good. Does knockdown mean that the units that get hit don't take damage? I assume that they take the damage before they get knocked down. But I think once they get knocked down, then they're immune to damage, yeah.
Time to despoil. Time to despoil.
Yeah, so the impact doesn't really do anything, but then they just start, like, really chunking them. I don't think these guys are going to get enough time to charge. Yeah, their charge bonuses run out now. I don't know, they seem pretty useful. Speed units have charge defense, which nullifies the charge bonus if they're braced, yeah.
Inches many glories. Move
Or is that just always operational?
Chaos Knight. Chaos comes. Kill them all. Ready! Blood for the blood god. For the chaos.
Chaos Knights are good now. Yeah, I think Chaos Knights were always kind of alright.
Chaos.
They just, they just got a bit nerfed. They got, yeah, cavalry got screwed up recently. Yeah, I don't know. The impact doesn't seem to do much, but at least the cav aren't taking a huge amount of damage on the charge. So these guys have a low charge bonus. How do you feel about how did you feel about Britonian Cavalry? What you mean? How did I enjoy my last one? See, yeah, the impact damage is. I mean, there is some impact damage there. I guess it depends how much you want. Like, how much impact damage do you want? I guess, you know. You don't want to just instantly delete them. So it changes something. Well, yeah, the main change that they wanted to do was to make it so that your cavalry didn't get deleted when they get countercharged by the enemy. So yeah, I mean, it seems to be working. Hey, Ekoi. How's Cav doing? I don't know. Yeah, the jury's still out a bit on it. So, yeah. Basically, the way that the initial they changed the initial impact damage, the initial charge damage. So like when you charge in like this, they'll initially hit them, and they just did impact damage instantly then, but you can't actually notice anything. Like the initial impact damage seems like minimal, but then after the initial impact, then their charge bonus kicks in. They start doing lots of damage in melee. These guys aren't. These guys aren't shock infantry, but shock cavalry. Sorry, but like, yeah, it's like if you get like a good unit of shock cav, they'll same thing. When they initially charge, the initial impact doesn't really do anything, and then after that, the charge bonus kicks in and they start really wrecking shop. See, I don't know if that seems. I feel like the initial, I think like the general consensus is that the initial impact seems a little bit undertuned. I'm not sure if we've been able to like the cavalry seems pretty durable in general, but we haven't really managed to successfully. I guess we should check it out versus Bestigors or something. See, they didn't do any damage really with the initial impact, but then now that they're in there, they're chunking them down pretty good, and they're not really taking much damage. Then you can kind of pull out again and do it again. So like you can cycle charge pretty good. So I guess it works in that way. See, initial impact. Can't really tell. Didn't really. I mean, there was some. You could tell it slightly moved, but not really that much. But then this charge bonus kicks in. They should. No, didn't really kick in that much. Yeah, they should be chunking them down. Why aren't they dying? That's weird.
They will succumb.
Did they not get their charge?
Chaos Knight. Corns
I don't know. Yeah, anyway. As far as I understand it, they used to do their charge bonus on impact. Try hitting them from behind, maybe, or apparently you use so much more damage on a flanking charge. Seems like Cav now do less leadership damage on charge. Oh, okay. Have you tested if countercharging with great weapons still wrecks cavalry? No, we haven't really tested that, Deadly Dude, but I mean, I assume it doesn't, because that was the whole point of the patch. Oh yeah, we'll just do this again, I guess. The initial impact should be outright killing models, not just sending the flying. Well, yeah, I feel like the initial impact should be doing some damage, but it's not really, yeah, it doesn't seem to be really doing much damage. So like these guys, like presumably these guys, presumably these guys have like the same, roughly the same mass as these guys, right? They're the same health, same armor, you know, they look about the same. So you'd assume they would have similar mass.
Quickly, now. On.
So it's basically saying the impact damage is all based on their mass and nothing else.
Chaos Knights.
Mass and speed. It could be like, maybe it's the direction. Like this ground's a little bit, you know, you gotta like make sure that they're charging downhill or at least flat.
Exalted hero.
I'll try and like screw up these guys so they don't brace properly with this flyer.
All will be despoiled. Running, move fast. Mortal fool. Attack the mortals. Quickly, now. Our time has come. Quickly, now. Quickly.
So that's the impact damage. What just happened then was the impact damage. So now, like the impact damage is very minimal, but then afterwards they start really chunking them with their charge bonus. So like that bit of damage that's gone there, only probably a third of that maybe was impact. And even though I pulled out immediately, like the other 2/3 of it was the after impact shock charge damage, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I don't think we got a flank charge on them, but I think that was like I don't think that they were braced though.
Bloody glory. All will be despoiled. There goes testament glory. Slay every mortal. The world will scream. Kill them all.
I don't know, I didn't really see any impact damage, but it's hard to say.
Move fast. Chaos Knights.
Hey, Disabled Cable. Yeah, no, I'm like no criticism of CA at all. Like it's great that they're trying to great that they're working on this problem. Like, and it's a beta. Like they didn't expect it to be fixed in one go. That's why they made it a beta, so that they could experiment with stuff. So these guys are in charge mode. Yeah, it's sort of hard to say. It seemed like it did a bit of damage. Yeah, it's just weird though, the way that they've, yeah, I don't know, I think it's a weird way to fix it though, by making it so charge bonus doesn't, yeah, it's like, yeah, they basically made it so that impact damage doesn't seem to do much, but maybe impact damage never did much in the first place, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's hard to say, I don't know. Yeah, so impact damage doesn't really do much. But then after that, then they should chunk them a fair bit.
Pestilent glory.
Yeah, I don't know. Not really going to be figuring out anything else from that. Yeah, Nicholas. Yeah, no. So they just introduced a change, I think, recently that caused this problem with cavalry, and then I think Indie Pride made a video about it that highlighted it, and they became aware of it a few weeks ago, and now they put out a patch, which is a pretty fast response time, in my opinion. Yeah. Why not test the formula with heavy and fast hitters versus light and low mass troops? Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, we haven't tried it with low mass troops. I might just put some Britonian Knights of the Realm in there and see what's up. Where's Britonia? So yeah, Knights of the Realm, 75. So they're a bit faster. They're anti-large. Well, Ground Knights, they're they're anti-large as well. Isn't one of them anti-infantry? Maybe not. Is there no anti-infantry? No, there's no anti-infantry. That's okay. Yeah, we'll get some Ground Knights in there. Get some Knights Errant, whatever. Knights of the Realm. Yeah, just get a bit of everything. No. And what do you want to? What should we like waste with them? Guardians. What do we want Guardians for? Where are they? Rogue Guardians, yeah. They're a bit slower. Yeah, Guardians are slower, so I don't think they're going to be that good. And what we're going to do, we wanted some light infantry to see them just get skittled. Oh, we can just do like Marauders or whatever. We can still keep our... Yeah, just do some like normal Marauders. Checked out Chariots yet? No, but I mean, yeah, I was using some Chariots in my campaign, my Dark Elf campaign I was playing before. I don't know. It's hard because I don't have the old version to compare it to, you know. All you can do is really sort of say whether it feels satisfying or it seems right now, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to use the Flying Lord to counter the bracing and to, you know, try to trigger flank charges and stuff like that. So is there any difference between these guys? I don't know. I mean, probably the Ground Knights are, I mean, the Knights of the Realm, I mean, the Ground Knights you assume are going to be the heaviest.
King Luen Leocan!
Take the ground!
It's pretty flat, slight downhill. Alright, so let's just charge 4 into braced. Actually.
King of Britonia!
There we go. Okay, so they're now unbraced, right?
Fuck lying!
Okay, they did significant impact damage then.
Take the ground!
Interesting.
King Luen Leocan!
So maybe the entities that we were fighting before had too high a mass.
King Luen Leocan!
Grand Knights! It shall be down! Post haste!
Oh, we lost a Ground Knight. How did they manage to kill a Ground Knight? I think it's an AP thing, but it says that the impact damage is 70% armor piercing, so it shouldn't really matter.
This is my realm. Give me wings, my masters.
Yeah, it didn't do much. Like afterwards, the charge bonus kicks in, but the initial impact wasn't that high. That's where have too much armor. Well, no, that's the thing. That's why I was specifically using armored units, because the impact damage is supposed to be 70% AP.
Champion of the lady, quickly now.
I don't know if it is actually the impact, because it's probably actually the first, because they kind of hit in layers, like the first few hit and then the others kind of hit afterwards, like the middle of the unit like hit charged first and then the sides kind of hit later. So maybe it's not actually the impact damage that's doing the damage at all, it's just that the ones that hit first are kind of getting their charge bonus attacks off. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite how you want it to work. You want it to like instantly smash them with the charge and then yeah, I don't know. The impact doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know. I kind of want to play, yeah, as I said, I kind of want to play a Volkmar Empire Knights campaign now and see what's up. Clipper said, yeah, but the damage difference is probably smaller between higher mass armor units and 70% of that is AP. What? I don't get. Oh, is that so? It's to do with what? I don't know. I guess yeah. I guess we could just check the actual patch that they were saying. So we'll go Beastie Gores and we'll go for versus a cavalry army and we'll try and countercharge them all and see if we can wreck them. But I assume that's fixed because that was the whole point of the patch. So I assume they tested that. Fuck, I was gonna make a coffee like an hour and a half ago. I bought the jug. That's as far as I got. Have you tried it against light cav? Against light cav, like charging into light cavalry? Wait, I'll just try this Beastman thing out quickly because it'll be pretty straightforward and fast to test. So we want Bestigors. Where's... No, I'll just go like Britonia, I guess. I don't really want to... What's a mage that can't cast any spells that are useful? I kind of want them to just have nothing good. Can we take him off his horse? Oh yeah, he's off his... Yeah, he's not mounted. That's cool. Alright, so then we just give him like a bunch of... I don't know, what do we want? Like, well, I guess should we go just Ground Knights? Or I'll go one of each. Ground Knights, Knights of the Realm, Knights Errant, and Grow Guardians.
I can't stay in. Chaos
Yeah, we'll get up here a bit and we'll be sort of on flat ground.
Fast! Beastmen! Dark beasts! Quipsack! Jericho! Barn! Chaos Good! Greyhound! Horse! Circle Mammoth! Fast!
So neither of them did anything to each other. Neither of them did nothing. No one did anything to anyone. So all of the charge impacts did nothing. And now, after they get into the combat, they're wrecking them. What do we got here? Is this Ground Knights and Ground Guardians? Yeah, right. So these are weaker units over here. Are they charging? I don't know if they actually charged. So it's a bit hard to really see what's going on anymore. Everything's all mixed up. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a mess really, isn't it? Like, so much comments. Jesus. I'm like super far behind. Yeah, I don't know if we can really learn much else from this. Apart from that, my Bestigors are freaking wrecking these Britonians. I don't know what the relative price was though. I probably stiffed them on the price. Yeah, I'm not gonna really add it. Yeah, we need them to charge us for us to be able to get the. Yeah, we have to kind of filter out your negativity a little bit, Nicholas. Sorry. You do provide a lot of really interesting and useful comments, but yeah, sometimes you get a little bit you know, unhelpfully negative. You get that we say. So the notes, we give them a look. I'm sure we'll be talking about it a bit more. Well, I've got to go in about 15 minutes, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I think about it all. I might have another quick look at the notes now while we're loading this up. So So yeah, so basically, so this is one of the main changes that the entity. Well, two main changes. So the first main change is that entities will no longer attack charge attack if their charge path is blocked by a friendly entity. So if there's an so basically the second rank basically will bump into the first rank and they won't get their charge bonus. Only the front rank gets their actual charge bonus, right? Gets their charge attack. Which I assume by charge attack they mean impact, the automatic hit impact damage. No, it's not connected to the game update, Dario. So the game update doesn't have this in it. The game update's the old style. And the beta patch is you have to opt into it in betas. I just don't believe in faking nicety when I'm in opposition to something, blah, blah. Yeah, no, I'm not saying fake nicety, I'm just saying if you have nothing constructive to say, just don't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, spreading negativity when it's not helping anyone, then what's the point of that? You know what I mean? If you're trying to get us to like all quit the game or stop buying CA products or start spreading hate speech about CA or some shit, like it's not going to fucking happen. So like, why bother? You know? Or if it does happen, that's not what I'm about, you know? So that's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's like, yeah, if it's helpful, if it's interesting, then go for it. It doesn't matter if it's negative, but just don't be like negative just for fun or whatever, like, which you seem to do sometimes. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to get upset about that. You're very good at triggering me, Nicholas. You're an excellent troll. I'll give you that. So back ranks basically no longer get to charge as well. So that was the problem, basically. The infantry are going to have like 6 ranks and all 6 ranks would like pile through and all get auto attacks, whereas the cavalry would only have 2 or 3 ranks. So, you know, they would pile in and only get 2 or 3 ranks. So that was kind of like what they said was the main problem why cavalry were getting deleted by countercharge infantry. The other thing is the calculation for collision damage has been changed. So basically the collision damage used to also include a bonus for the unit's charge bonus stat. They took that out. So now the collision damage is only based on mass times speed, you know, divided by the victim, basically the defensive, you know, unit's speed mass. So sorry, the charging cavalry's mass divided by the defensive unit's mass times by speed. So basically they removed the charge bonus factor out of the impact damage. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like the impact damage is quite low, but I don't know. I don't actually remember the impact damage ever being that high. So maybe it's, I don't know, if I can't definitively say if it's changed that much, you know. These two changes reinforce our intention of how cavalry and infantry should interact. Cavalry should be favored in fights against countercharging infantry. Of course, the relative strengths of the units will still be important. Okay, I feel like that I feel like the patch has helped that. Cavalry are more favored in fights against countercharging infantry now. So tick, that worked, you know. Braced infantry should receive less damage than countercharging infantry. I don't know if I got to definitively chest that, but it sounds good. Sounds right. Sounds like that would have worked for that. But the thing that we seem to have noticed is that, like, the impact damage seems very minimal compared to the charge bonus damage. So units with high charge damage, like after, like, you know, impact damage happens instantly. Charge damage starts happening straight after that, and for the first 5-10 seconds, it's very significant, that extra charge bonus to your melee attacks. So not to the impact, but to the melee attacks. And so it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like high charge cavalry that should have a really high, you would think should have really high instant damage, don't. They just do the same, not really noticeable instant damage, same as everybody else. And then after the initial impact, then both the defender and the attacker's charge bonuses kick in, and they start doing, you know, their hyper melee with their charge bonuses. And if you know, if you're good with your cavalry, so that, I guess the good thing, the advantage of cavalry, which you should still have, is that your cavalry can pick the engagement. You know, so if your cavalry is going to get their charge and they know that the infantry is not going to be able to countercharge them, then the cavalry should, you know, really do really well. If the infantry does countercharge them, then the infantry is still probably going to do a lot of damage to them, but I think before it was like ridiculous amount of damage, and they have probably fixed that, I think. But the thing is that cavalry units that have super high charge bonus, you know, it feels like they should do high impact damage, but they don't. So yeah, so it seems like basically charge bonus is still really important, but it's not like so overpoweredly weighted in favor of infantry as it was before. So they fixed that kind of balance between infantry and cavalry, but there still doesn't seem to be any real, like, the instant collision damage doesn't seem to do anything, basically, I guess, is the short version. Any idea if the rework makes it so you can't keep getting charging bonus when in the middle of a blob? Well, they said that if you run into a friendly unit, then you can't charge attack. But yeah, you mean like the bug that was allowing things to like keep charging even though they were already in a fight. Yeah, no, I know that they said they fixed it, but I don't really know how to go about testing it. Was there something else we wanted to do? Oh, we wanted to do like light cav versus heavy cav, didn't we? I don't know if there's much. I don't know if there's much point really, but we can try. Actually, I wanted to try the Norscan Ice Wolves. Norscan Ice Wolves, yeah. Some Norscan Ice Wolves up in this biatch. And we'll give these guys some spearmen. And give some spearmen and some swordsmen. Something like that. Hey Dario, I have to go to work in like 10 minutes. So yeah, I put a link to the patch notes up the top there. I've just been talking about the patch for the last 3 hours or whatever. So yeah, if you want to go back and watch the stream again later on, sorry I didn't really have time to like go through it all again right now. But yeah, I did go through the patch already. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it was at the start of this stream or it was on the previous. It might have been at the end of the Dark Elf stream. Sorry.
Of savages.
I can't even remember anything significant from the patch now. That there was nothing. Basically, there was nothing in the patch notes that really interested me. It seemed like it was mainly like fixes for stuff. It wasn't really anything like that significant that got changed. There was nothing that made me think, oh, I want to start a new campaign to try that out, apart from cavalry changes. I wouldn't mind trying out cavalry changes. All right, so we wanted to see what heavy cav versus light cav would do. They're not going to countercharge me. They're just going to eat the charge. Oh, there they go. Oof. Oh yeah, see that. That was interesting actually. So they got massive impact damage. Look at the impact damage on these guys. See the instant like impact damage. This one was worse because they were in a flat line. They just deleted them because because these guys have got the high mass. These guys have got low mass, and because they're relatives, they were both charging at each other fast. So the speed was like super high because it was like this speed plus that speed with their heavy mass and their light mass. So they just got deleted. So that's pretty cool. Interesting. So yeah, if we try and it'll probably work pretty much the same. We'll do it again just to show it off again. It doesn't work as well when they're in diamond formation because I think more of them hit each other, so they don't get as much charge. It would actually be better if they were in flat, like a flat formation. Okay, they're charging. Yeah, they see all the impact damage. That was almost all impact damage. Now it's charge bonus melee combat, and they're chewing them up. But that's the most significant impact damage I've seen. So you could actually really see it with the relative speed. So speed's like massive, obviously. Okay, they're not charging. Okay, so they didn't have any charge. So they weren't charging, and these guys were. But I'm not sure if it was impact damage. It looked like it was more like, I don't know. It might have been partially impact damage. It seemed like a lot of it might have been charge bonus as well. Got like charged melee attack. Okay, they're not braced. Or maybe some of them are braced. Impact damage, a little bit of impact damage. Interesting. So yeah, I think so I guess like if you you can assume from that like what they said was that bracing units would take less damage compared to charging units. So that sounds right. So like if these guys just sit here and don't move, they'll actually take less charge damage. See, they actually take like less charge damage by just eating the charge than they do by countercharging. So if you've got lower mass. If you've got lower mass than the other unit, basically you're better off eating the charge. So you only want to charge if you've got the higher mass, basically. Are you testing on normal battle difficulty? That might be corrupting the data. Yeah, I'm testing on normal battle difficulty, yeah. I think I am. Maybe not. No. But no, I mean, it shouldn't make any difference because like the difficulty modifiers don't affect charge bonus or mass. It's only melee attack, melee defense, and leadership and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought custom battles were always on normal. Like multiplayer battles are always on normal. Battle difficulty normal. Yeah, no, so you can change it, but yeah, it's just on normal by default. But yeah, so that's kind of interesting. So it's basically, yeah, I'm glad we did that test. Whoever suggested doing the wolves, that was a good test because that really showed you that, yeah, that because the wolves are so fast, they're like multiplying everybody's charge bonus by a huge amount. Not charge bonus, sorry, impact, like the impact damage, the charge attack. They call, like CAO calling it charge attack, which is basically like when they're charging with their weapon up, anything that they hit gets charge attacked. You know, get that impact attack that like automatically hits them. Like it doesn't rely on their attack speed or anything. It's just like when you run into somebody, then you charge attack them. The other thing about it is that things with high mass can skittle things with low mass and hit multiple. So they didn't say anything about can you test Mournfangs versus Scaven Slave slings? I don't think that would be very useful, Dario. I think we can probably figure out what would happen in that situation. Long story short, you think I should opt into the beta? Yes, I think you should opt in for the beta, Feed Strider. Do your civic duty and test and give feedback. So all this changes also applies to single entity. If so, that's nice. Curious to see a Mammoth Charge now. Yeah, I wouldn't mind quickly getting a bit of a Mammoth Charge in there, I guess. It's the largest difference is 2000 versus 90. Okay.
For order, chieftain.
Test demogriffs. No, I didn't get to test demogriffs yet. Actually, that would be good. Actually, I'll be interested to test like demigriffs versus demigriffs to like see how yeah, see how that works. Let's just see what happens with these. Okay, so we got impact damage. So yeah, they did some impact damage. It's really hard to say whether it's impact damage or whether it's like they attack just after they hit, you know? No, so I didn't see any impact damage there. See, nah, impact damage is still minimal because they were braced, I guess. So yeah, it seems like the bracing versus charging thing a really big deal. Like if like these guys are gonna charge, these guys are gonna get smashed. Oh, actually, it wasn't that bad. Actually, they didn't take that much impact damage. They took that once the charge bonus buffed melee attacks kicked in, they got deleted. Anyone know what collision damage normalizer is? Somebody said it was 0.8. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know. Cease firing. Is it possible that the patch itself is low impact? We gotta run to work. Yeah, I gotta run to work. Sorry, guys. Maybe quickly do one more. Demogriff Knights with halberds. Which one's got lowest charge bonus? 48. And both. Oh, what about bonus versus large? No, that's not included. Yeah, arm piercing damage 39. 25. I don't know. Guess we got halberds. I don't know. No, just not that one. I'll just see what like demogriffs charging into demogriffs does. Because they should both be fairly fast and both be quite hard, quite high. What do you call it? Quite high impact, quite high speed and damage. Yeah, 75 speed, so they're fairly fast. Yeah, so just like charge. I don't know, fuck it. Just...
For the
And do like that.
At speed.
See what happens. Yeah, I don't know. It's really, I don't think these tests, like, we're just doing these kind of random tests, you know, so they're not super. Okay, both charging each other. Oof, both take a lot of impact damage. Both take a lot of impact damage. They're running away. That's weird. Both do a little bit of impact damage. Interesting. So they're both like high mass, high speed. They both like, yeah, I don't know. That was weird. No, I gotta go to work now. Sorry, Necro. Shouldn't be any damage if their mass is the same. No, if their mass is the same, it's just times by 1. It's like 1 divided by 1 is 1. Certainly if, yeah. That's just, you reckon that's just charged melee attack damage? Yeah, it's hard to say because, like, you know, are they like, you know, is it impact damage or are they hitting like with their weapon straight after they charge? You know, you can't really tell. You work 9 AM. Yeah, I get up at 4 AM and then I stream for 5 hours and then I start work at 9. Yeah. All in all, screw cavalry. I want to see a charging dragon annihilate low tier infantry according to their cost difference. We were just trying to do a bit of testing, that's all. What does it? Oh, it's just there to be a multiplier in that formula, Nicholas. So yeah, that's the normalizer is just there to be a normalizer. Like it's just there to be multiplied by that number. That's like its purpose. To, I guess, when it says normalizer, I guess it's the point of it is to stop the spread from being so wide in that formula. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry if this wasn't very scientific or very, you know, very informative. I think we definitely did figure out some stuff, which is that I guess speed is very important. If you want to, if you want to not get wrecked, then don't charge into cavalry. Otherwise, you'll get wrecked even more than you otherwise would, I guess. Which is good, kind of how it should be, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad. I don't know. Overall, I think it seems pretty good. Seems all right. Cavalry seem good. Just the impact damage thing, I think we got a bit fixated on it. It probably isn't that important as like enough to be like totally fixating it. It just seems a bit weird. It just seems like higher charge bonus in cavalry should do a lot of instant impact damage, but that's not how it's working at the moment. So at the moment, the high cav, like, well, it might. It's yeah. No, I think they do need to work on that maybe, but like it's fine. Like I think it's fun to use. It works and everything, and they fixed the problem of cavalry getting deleted by countercharging infantry. So in that case, it's a success. I don't know if it fully represents how you want cavalry to be represented exactly, because of that impact damage thing. It seems like impact damage is really weird. Like in most cases that we tested, there seemed to be very little perceptible impact damage, but the charge bonus melee attacks afterwards were very effective, you know. And the cavalry did seem like they could maybe pull out a bit better. Like they seemed to not take as much damage and be able to get out without taking as much damage. I'm not sure why that was, but yeah. So that's good. But it's just the only thing with the impact damage is that it seemed like the impact damage was really non-existent most of the time, or very negligible. But then in certain matchups, there seemed to be quite a lot of impact damage, like especially when the relative speeds was high. And that didn't seem necessarily like it should be that way, you know. Yeah, it just works a bit weirdly. Like I don't know if taking the charge bonus out of the impact damage equation was quite the right way to do it. Maybe they should have made that so that the charge bonus got like maybe they should leave the charge bonus in the calculation so it still matters, but make it so the charge bonus is multiplied by the mass equation, so that, you know, like, so basically low mass things will get less bonus from their charge bonus in relative, like, so yeah, you know what I mean. So if you got low mass, you don't get as much bonus out of your charge bonus, rather than like potentially what was happening before, where the charge bonus could actually just, if you have a high charge bonus, that could just overwhelm the fact that you had a low mass. Like, so low mass units that should lose win because they got such high charge bonus. So if you put the charge bonus inside the brackets, you know, so that that's getting multiplied by the mass equation, then mass part of the equation, then maybe that would, I don't know. Anyways, I got to go to work, guys. I hope this was somewhat informative, or at least, you know, gave you some data to work on to figure it out for yourself. Maybe we'll talk about it next stream. I'm sure like I'm sure Indie Pride will probably do a video about this. So I'll be interested to see what his take on it is, and if he can maybe have a bit more clarity about what the actual effects of it are. But anyways, is there anyone streaming Total War right now? Total War Warhammer 2. Don't think anyone's on right now. Nah, don't know, guys. You might have to find your own way in the world. No host from Mercy today. It's pretty good because we've got quite a few people here. It'd be good to give somebody a host, but yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to see anyone who's online. But yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for joining the stream today, guys. Yeah, thanks for all your ideas. Sorry, it was a bit busy in chat, so I didn't get to read all the messages and stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys had some really insightful stuff to say that I totally missed, and had some good tests that would have been good to do that I didn't get a chance to do. So yeah, apologies for that. But yeah. Anyway, cool. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. I will see some of you tomorrow.